Thank you for checking in. Yeah. Hey, she was happy to see about down the street. It's a visual sound.
Mic check, mic check.
Yeah.
Mic check, mic check. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Oh, afternoon. I'm just going to say hotel. How about that?
Hotel.
There you go.
Good day.
First and foremost, I just want to thank each and every one of you for coming out to the Temple of New African Thought. The relaunch of the Aegea Fellowship. It is so beautiful seeing all of you guys that are here today. And I just want to give you all a rundown that every Sunday from 1 o'clock to 1:30, it will be our opportunity to meet and greet one another. Because I know we don't see each other during the week, so we're going to give space and give time for that informal fellowship. We can come together, sing a song. But our first half hour is really the grounding. It's really setting the tone for what we're to experience today. So before we start, I always like to ask permission from the elders that they will open up the way and allow us to carry on the tradition. So here at the temple, we have a circle of elders. So I'm just going to ask, I'm not going to put anybody on the spot and ask who's the oldest in the room. Baba Rose. Thank you, my brother. And I may dance too. The brother said, I see you dancing on YouTube for fun.
The Curtis Stomp.
The Curtis Stomp. There you go. So I may give y'all a little bit of Curtis Stomp. But before we start, before we actually do libation, we're actually going to start with a drum call. Because it's important that we wake up our ancestors. So I'm going to ask the drummers to give us something that will wake up our ancestors. To your point, there's an African dance, right? Where the brothers and sisters, they stomp. And I was like, why are they stomping? They said to let the ancestors know that we're about to open the ceremony. All right? 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 That's right. Let's go. If anybody hanging a tambourine yesterday, they want to continue to wake up our ancestors. Ashe.
Baba Curtis, that's the warrior. That's the warrior rock.
That's the warrior rock?
Yeah, you break ground, brother.
We just opening up the way.
Amen.
We just trying to carry on the traditions.
Yeah.
With furtherance, as far as opening up the way, we're going to have a grounding exercise and meditation from our elder, Baba Ausar, Senior. Please come at this time. Bring an elder on the front. Baba Ausar.
I say everybody. All right, so everybody get up, let's take some stress off from last week. We're not gonna do too much, you can just stay in the same space you're in. I had to put the mic down. All right, so when you wake up in the morning, right? So when you first get in here, so last week's stress, maybe the day stress, trying to get here stress. So we can let all that off, okay? So we got a thing we call shaking the body. You understand what I'm saying? So it's simple. It's shaking. It's shaking. And while you shake it, turn your waist. Turning your waist is important because it's a way of massaging your inner organs, your kidneys and all. But just let the arms and the body shake. Shake for a few. Imagine everything going down to the ground. The ground will set off. All right. Let's take a deep breath up. from the sky, bring it down to the human stage, push it down to the earth. Grab the energy from the earth, one circle, then pull the energy up from the earth, through the body, push it up to the sky, grab the universe energy, and push it down from your crown. So now what you're doing, imagine you're pushing it down through your crown, your head, it's pushing it down through your body. So any negative energy, you're pushing it all out, and it's going down to the ground. With me? One circle, bring the energy up. The imagination is the biggest strength that we have. We imagine everything in this room. One circle from the heavens, and push it down. Push all the negative energy up. Amen. It's now here. Open yourself up to joy, happiness. And as you close, push all the negative energy up. So we can do it like this. Breathe in, positive, joy, happiness, stress, receive it. And then let out anger, jealousy, envy, etc. One more time. And out. Take your hand, pull your ears up. Now like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bring energy into the body. Bend your knees a little. Breathe in. And out. Slow. And down. One more time. And down. This is one of my favorites. Grab your hands together. This is the dragon. The dragon flies up, collect the energy, and he comes down. Or she comes down. Scooping up energy as we go. This is real good because it's bending your knees and you pressing the blood back up. One last time, pull down. Then go from side to side. Here comes the dragon. It don't matter which way you look or what you do, it's you. You are the dragon. Come back down. Hands go up. Oh! Receive the energy from the heavens, the universe of the Father. Grab the energy. Bring it up to your heart. Breathe out. The body already makes a sound. The sound is we do it all the time, right? One more time. Right here, one more time. Breathe in. Last out. There you go. Thank you, Ausar.
Give it up for our Baba. Give it up for our Baba, please. Now, this is Sunday morning. Imagine going to his martial arts class. For those that don't know, we have a dojo downstairs. And he is the chief elder here, but he is also the martial arts instructor. And I tried to go to one of his classes one day. He was like, Brother Curtis, I need you to come and start doing some karate. The brother kicked and hit me so much, I haven't been back since. But I'm coming back. It takes an older brother a little bit more time to heal. And he is definitely my elder, and he put it on me. Had us running around frontwards, backwards, doing flips. He is amazing. So if anybody wants to come on Tuesdays and Thursdays and grace him with your presence, he is an awesome instructor. So I just want to thank him for giving us that grounding exercise. And it's always a pleasure. At this time, we're going to bring Baba Rose to to offer a libation. So we had the grounding. Now we're going to open up the way for our ancestors to continue to come and be with us. Our Rose.
I've already gone here before.
Mighty, mighty.
All right, all of them.
All of
How many people out here have been to the motherland? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. 1991, I visited the motherland. I visited Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya, went with the group. But they wanted to go on a safari. I was against safari. I didn't want to shoot it down. But it was so convincing that I joined. So early one morning, I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How he got into my pajamas, I'll never know. Play on words. First of all, libation is a ritual, and the purpose of ritual is to create harmony between the human world and the world of Creator, the ancestors, and nature. As our ancestor Maya Angelou has said, the greatest gifts are the blessings of the past. Let us thank those who came before us. Now, when you hear me say Ashe, which is a Yoruba word meaning it is done, or so be it, you simply say Ashe. We pour, we'll pour the blessings.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's strong.
We pour to the ancestors who raised the great civilizations of Kemet, Tarseti, Monomotapa, and the great medieval civilizations of Mali, Songhai, Ghana, and Canaan-Bornu. We pour to the great civilizations of the Igbo people, the Hausa people, the Dogon people, the Kikongo people, the great Mande people, the great civilizations of South Africa, the Bantu people. We pour to those millions who raised the foundations from which the world would learn what it meant to be human in the world. Ashe. We now pour to our more modern heroes and sheroes, such as my mentor, Professor John Henry Clarke, who asserted nothing in Africa had any European influence before 332 BC. If you have 10,000 years behind you before you even saw a European, then who gave you the idea that he moved from the Ice Age, came all the way into Africa, and built a great civilization, and then disappeared? When he had not built a shoe for himself or a house with a window.
Come on.
This is John Henry Clarke. So we ask this ancestor to be with us, to bless us, and renew us for struggles ahead. Ashe. We pour to the Dr. Chancellor Williams, noted for his work, The Destruction of Black Civilization. Williams chronicled how high civilizations began in Black Africa, contrary to what mainstream historians have espoused to the world. He meticulously lays out the history of Africa in great detail and demonstrates that the continent's current underdevelopment came after thousands of years of consistent onslaught by Eurasians, and not because Africans made no significant contributions to the world. So we ask this ancestor to be with us, to bless us, to renew us for the struggles ahead. Ashe. We pour and thank the ancestor Sojourner Truth, who when advised that the meeting house in Angola, Indiana, where she was to speak, was going to be burned down, replied, "Then I shall speak upon the ashes." So we ask this ancestor with such determination to be with us, to bless us, and renew us for struggles ahead. Ashe. We pour and thank the great journalist and activist from Trinidad and Tobago, Claudia Jones, the lady who wrote The Lady with the Lamp. The Statue of Liberty stands in New York Harbor. Her back is squarely turned on the United States of America. It's no wonder, considering what she would have to look upon. She would weep. She would weep. The Statue of Liberty would weep if she had to face this way. So we ask this ancestor to be with us, to bless us, and renew us for struggles ahead. Ashe. We pour and thank the great psychologist, Dr. Amos Wilson. Not only did he chronicle the vast history of violence that was pervasive in American culture, but he also demonstrated how black-on-black violence and black male criminality in the United States was a politically and economically engineered process designed to maintain the subservience and relative powerlessness of black people and black communities worldwide. So we ask this ancestor to be with us, to bless us, to renew our struggle. Struggles ahead, Ashe. We pour and thank the great Fred Hampton, chairman of the Black Panther Party's Illinois chapter, who said, "Moral courage is the courage to take action for moral reasons despite the risk of adverse consequences. You have to understand that people have to pay a price for peace. If you dare to struggle, you dare to win. If you dare not struggle, then damn it, you don't deserve to win. Let me say peace. Peace to you if you're willing to fight for it." So we ask this ancestor to be with us, to bless us, renew our struggle ahead. Ashe. We pour and thank the great writer and anthropologist Zora Neale Hurston, famous for her novel, Their Eyes Were Watching God. Someone asked Zora Neale Hurston, has she ever been discriminated against? She replied, "Sometimes I've been discriminated against, but it does not anger me. It merely astonishes me. How can any deny themselves the pleasure of my company?" I don't understand. So we ask this ancestor to be with us, to bless us, and renew us for struggles ahead. We say Ashe, 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 Ashe. Thank you so much.
Give it up for our elder, Baba Bashi. Come on, family. Right. And I know when y'all see our elders come up, invoking the spirit of our ancestors, I know some of you guys are nodding saying, "Hey, where's my turn?" Well, we're not selfish. Anything that skills, talents, and ability that you have, we're rebuilding. So we're calling upon our people. If it's a song or a wise word, the NGA Fellowship is open up for everybody to come and share your gift. If you want a position, we're looking for associate ministers and dancers and rappers and poets to really come, because we're building community. And in our rebuilding process, Sister told me, if everybody does a little bit, nobody would have to do a lot.
That's right. Yeah.
They said, if you want to go fast, go alone. What's the next part?
If you want to go far, go together.
Say it loud.
If you want to go far, go together.
That's a good invitation. Come on, I want to see you. Because I want to go far. Come on, family. Y'all don't know. They love. They say, if you're not ready, get ready. Huh? That's what they say. They also say that when preparation meets opportunity, when preparation meets opportunity, the sister's always ready.
Yes, she is.
Come on, so let us bless us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Peace and power, family. I am so enjoying this. I
sitting over there having a feeling that I was going to be singing a poem, and I was letting the Spirit guide me to what I wanted to share with you guys. And I came right to a free write that I wrote. I did a 30 poems in 30 days challenge. I do it like twice a year, in April and in October. And so this one is from October 14th, 2023, and it's called Feel Everything, and I'm gonna read it. I'm not afraid to feel everything. No Novocaine for me. I deal with my labor pains naturally. No epidural, I'm durable. Built for whatever's in store, so I feel more than dentists and nail techs. Approach my emotions with divine respect. I was created divinely complex. I'm not a one-trick pony. So I allow myself to stretch. I get yogi with it. I want to know when I'm in it, feel without forcing, spin the emotion wheel like Wheel of Fortune. I'm fortunate, how blessed am I to be able to identify exactly what I'm dealing with. It's the gift of growth to feel a host of things. I approach what's bothering me with curiosity as encourage. If I don't know my pain, how will I ever truly know my purpose? Whether it's joy or jealousy, it's telling me something. So I'm not numbing nothing. This is what emotions are for. Feelings are doors to open and explore and expand even the ones you don't understand. It ain't just happy or sad. I can be feeling both and can. I give myself permission to feel whatever I'm feeling for at least 24 hours. There's so much power in processing, sitting in even the ones that ain't pretty, getting gritty with what's in your gut. Nothing wrong with staying in your feelings as long as you don't get stuck.
Hey! Come on now. Y'all think that's easy? That's what they say, stay ready. That's what we say. That the Temple of New African Thought is that repository where we say, bring your skills, talents, and ability, right? And we're going to just be present with you and hold space so you have the opportunity to come and bring your gifts. Will it be just one? We got talent. Come on now. We're going to give it up to Mama Donna.
Everybody else trying to be shy. I wasn't
Be shy. Everybody going to get some.
Hello, everybody. I'm glad to see everybody out today. Beautiful, welcoming black faces. Yay! You can keep shining. You can keep growing. You can keep rising. You can keep on going, 'cause the rain keeps falling and the sun keeps shining. The grass keeps growing and the moon keeps rising. The wind keeps blowing and the world keeps turning around. Around, around, around. I'm sitting here wondering just what the day might bring. Got pressures on my mind, feeling so confined. I can stress all day, can worry all night, but I ain't never seen worry ever change a thing.
Right.
So tell yourself it's time to let go. Life is worth so much more. Don't get caught up in the struggle, 'cause you can keep shining. You can keep going. You can keep rising. You can keep on growing, 'cause the rain keeps falling and the sun keeps shining. The grass keeps growing and the moon keeps rising. The wind keeps blowing and the world keeps turning around. Around, around, around. Can't change what's been said. Can't change what's been done. Can't change what already is. But you can change what's to come. Yes. You can't turn back the hands of time, no matter how hard you try. One thing you can change, you can change your state of mind. Yes. So tell yourself it's time to let go. Life is worth so much more. Don't get caught up in the struggle. You can keep shining. You can keep growing. You can keep rising. You can keep on going, 'cause the rain keeps falling and the sun keeps shining. The grass keeps growing and the moon keeps rising. The wind keeps blowing and the world keeps turning around. Around, around, around.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Around, around, around. That's Lady Harmony.
That's right.
If we don't honor our people, who will?
See?
Is that right? If we don't give honor to our people, who will? If we don't lift them up, then we don't expect anybody. They say America's fallen. What you gonna do? I think this is the time that we build community. This is the time that we bring our gifts to the storehouse. Will be this one. I know there's somebody in the audience that has something that they want to share. Yeah. Oh, hold on, Mama. Look, we got somebody in the back.
Well, she opened
Come on.
up. Mama opened up, so.
Okay. You next? You next, okay.
Hello, my name's Angel.
Hold up, Angel. You got somebody else.
Greetings, everyone. You know, we can't all talk together, but we can sing together.
That's right.
I wish I knew that song, Mom. I would have gotten to sing with you. But I want to have participation. And so I want the men and the women to sing this in your own range. The power of love, the power of love, the power of love, the power of love. Come on, y'all. The power of love, the power of love, the power of love, the power of love. Continue, the power. Yeah, 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 yeah. The power. Yeah, 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 yeah. The power. The Creator has a master plan. The power. The Creator moves throughout the land. The Creator has a master plan for you and me. Oh, the power of love, the power of love, the power of love, the power of love. Oh, the Creator has a master plan. Peace and harmony for every man. The Creator has a master plan for you and me. Together in harmony. Oh, the power of love, the power of Don't despair. Cling to truth. Don't despair. Love will guide you. Light will hide you. Don't despair. Be aware. Oh, peace will come. Don't despair. Cling the truth. Beware. Love will guide you. Light will hide you. Don't despair. Be aware.
We got some talent now. And you ready?
I don't know how to follow up on that one.
I know, it's hard, I get it. But they say be ready. If you ain't ready, get ready.
Yeah, ready. How y'all doing? My name's Angel. I'm from York. Me and my wife were invited by Brother Curtis over there. He's actually a really cool guy. It's actually great. I don't know, I was reflecting one day and we get caught up in anger sometimes, and then toxic traits can come out and stuff like that. And so you gotta self-reflect to get yourself out of that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so I don't know, it just kind of flew out of me. So toxicity, where art thou? Are you near me or are you far away? Are you in the dark or over there hunting away? Are you in the day walking by, taking the wondrous breeze away? Toxicity. It's so easy to slip in your city. A city full of wonders and joys, then frowns and failures. A city of choice, of development, and feelings of being inadequate. Toxicity, so scared to let you in. On the surface lies passion, and under is sin. On the surface lies passion, and under is sin. I want to win. I'd rather win with strength instead of love. I'd rather crush than get crushed. I'd rather be than not be. I'd rather see than not see. I'd rather go get it instead of waiting patiently. And the currency for idols is idle time. Idle time becomes an eye for all the spiritual affected times. It becomes an inside pool, surrounding all sides, and then you invisibly drown.
Wow.
Once your head is upside down in a ditch and your frown, now the smile. The enemy laughs, but now you're right side down. Toxicity, I hope it never lasts. Letting go of your grasp, to the people I won't fight, but toxicity, the battle's at hand. I'm taking back my dignity. I'm taking back my life. I'm taking back my good mind. I'm leaving you behind. I'm trashing the trashy man you influenced to make. And through all this, I went through another. Smelling good now, coming out baked. A masterpiece to witness and fresh to eat. Icing will just make me better coming out of ruminating toxicity. So toxicity, this is my city, my temple. I take it back. I paid my toxicity, and now keep moving toward the rapsicity. Thank you.
Give it up for Brother Angel. You know the message is to today is where Catharsis Without Insight. I'm sure there's many people that went through those dark days and felt like there wasn't no way out, and then a light bulb comes. And then now what? When the light bulb comes on and you get inspired, Angel, now what? And this is where we're caught up in that space. Sometimes we become inactive. Sometimes we go to stop, freeze. We don't know what to do. But then the insight comes and the wisdom comes. And that's why we're here. To be able to receive wisdom from our chief elder, our chief minister. If y'all don't know, the proprietor of this space is a therapist. He's not only a minister, but he also is a PhD. He built this with his hands. The sweat, get it from the ground. And when the brother said that I'm going to rebuild the Gia Fellowship, and I said, well, good luck, brother. Black power. Because I know how hard it is to inspire. He said, well, you're going to help me. And I said, okay. He sent me this long email. He said, there's assistant ministers, there's associate ministers. You got 10 minutes to tell me which one you're going to be. They said, if you're not ready, get ready. That sister in the back told me, hey, all your studying and all your preparation should mean something. All those books you read, right? When the preparation meets that opportunity and things come into alignment, we understand that we talk about the red flags, but we never talk about those green flags. When the door is open and the way is clear, when the ancestors say, that's the direction you're supposed to be in. So all your proper preparation, all your studying, all your toil is for this day. And that's the message. Everybody in here has a gift. Everybody in here at one point in time said we need community. We need an organization where we could uplift our ancestors, where we could come. And it doesn't have to be dogmatic spirituality, but when we leave, we want to hear a word and an inspiration and something that will get us through the rest of the week, that would inspire us to give us something that we can mount up on. Give us something that we can pass on to the next generation. It gives me great honor when I see little Zori. She's the first child of the Temple of New African Thought. Give it up for her. You know, I remember many years ago when I think it was 2009, when I first met Brother Sankofa. And when he brought his queen Naima around, and I thought it was just a perfect union. Because when you're in these communities, we always want to not just acknowledge, but support family. And what does family look like? And how old is Zori now? 6. Oh, that's amazing. It's always good when the foundation is laid and the young people, they say a useless movement is a useless movement. If you're not reproducing yourself, if you're not passing on that knowledge and those skills to those that's coming after us, we're in for a rude awakening. So I'm not going to belabor the point. It looks like our chief minister is ready, and he's dressing all white, looking like a groom about to meet his bride. So to no further ado, we're going to bring on our minister, Dr. Dennis Ausar Winkler. Come on, brother. Give it
Give it up for the DJ.
up for the DJ.
All praises to the universal Mother Father, the creative force and essence of this universe. I pay homage to my ancestors. If it was not for them, there will be no us. We stand on the backs of our elders. Many of the elders in the room today who laid down a foundation so that we may stand today. Give them a round of applause. I'd like to give respect to our elders because they're always ready.
Come on.
I'm telling you, when I call on them, they're always prepared. They're always ready. In fact, I'm learning that I haven't asked enough of them because they're ready. And I'm learning to ask more because I'm the type of person that I'm not the best micromanager or delegator of things, but I'm learning to do that more as well. But the elders, I'm saying those who came before us today, I'd just like to give a shout out to our elders committee. We have the beautiful Mama and Donnie right here. I asked Brother Curtis when she trying to get a man, and I was looking out here singing. I said, look at her. I said, what's she doing up there? Hold up, Mama and Donnie. What? Baba Rose for opening us up today. Mama Donnie said, Baba Rose need to come and bring that. And I tell you, I think you knocked it out of the park. Yeah. I mean, I didn't even get the full effect, but I felt it all the way in the back.
It could go on infinite.
It can go on for infinite? Oh, I know you can. Mama Faluke, more recent, but I am telling you, I don't even know how to, I don't even know, like, I don't used to people help like that. I'm like, oh, okay, don't, I mean, Mama, no, like, don't, no. But I've learned some years ago, somebody said, don't block my blessing. Somebody told me that some years ago, because I mean, I think people who help don't know how to take help. That's a reality. And then sometimes we say, why nobody help? Because you don't know how to take help. And sometimes people don't know how to give you help because you don't look like you need none. But I need help. I share. I have a presentation I've been working on since yesterday after I've been here with these gentlemen. The videographer, give him a round of applause. And of course, I don't know what you call him, the DJ?
Oh, DJ Sound.
DJ Sound in the house. You know, they made up many talents, but after being here all day with them yesterday, they wore me out, then I had to go and put something together. I don't know what they did when they left here, but I think they were still working too, because Tyrant don't stop working, I'm trying to tell you. So we got some good brothers right here. You know, I just like to give them some homage. So I have a presentation, and one of the things I miss, and I like to say I miss about actually doing more of the ministry piece is that you don't have to stay on script. Right. And you can let the Spirit lead. Y'all with me? Yeah. And like I tell my classes in college and university, I teach master's levels, PhD level students, that, I forgot what I was about to say, y'all. They say be authentic. But yes, let me just get started and I'll come back. So today's message is brother. Let me go and shout out to brother Jabari. Reality Speaks. Many years doing work in the field of revolution, liberation of our people. I just want to give him a shout out because he made it out. I guess he thought I wasn't gonna be his friend no more if he did. But I'll see you next week. Something like that. You gotta hold black people accountable. So again, we can adapt. So today's message, as Brother Curtis said, is catharsis without insight. I don't like that echo, y'all, but I'm gonna just go with it. Okay, that's not working. I'm gonna go past this because we kind of spoke on this already. But I want to start out with this quote from the Who See It. Brother Nix, I see you in the back. Looking like a dignitary as usual. Be not arrogant because of your knowledge. Take counsel with the ignorant as well as the wise. For the limits of knowledge in any field have never been set, and no one has ever reached them. Wisdom is more precious than emeralds, and yet it is found among the women who gather at the grindstones. I got a lot of favorites. I think Brother Sankofa knows them all. He can remind me of all my favorites. And that's one of my favorites because we can all learn from each other. We can all learn from one another. And I like to say, though, from an African-centered perspective, I still think we need to put some respect back on our elders' names, though. Because somewhere along the line, we begin to think that they don't have anything to give us. I am telling you that we overlook our elders. Not knowing the stories or the histories and the things that they've been through. We underestimate what they've done. If we sat down and talked to them, we will begin to understand they've done greater things than we can even imagine. And sometimes they're very humble. Or as I was on the show the other day, they said, modest. And I'm not sure because Brother Imhotep Fatu told me it's gotten around the barbershop and everything. He said, don't be modest. And to a great degree, I can follow that because I think what happens is if you don't tell your story, no one would know. And I'm going to tell you, I struggle with that. It's a line in a poem that K. Love says, I can't remember what it said. It says something like, if you don't stand out, or something like that.
You can't be outstanding if you're too afraid to stand out.
You can't be outstanding if you're too afraid to stand out.
Come on.
Okay, love.
You understand? What do they say, bars? I'm looking at some of those bars. So family, know that we can learn from one another. So I'm calling this BC and AC. As the Bennu rises from the ashes, this is the bird of ancient Kemet, ancient Egypt, ancient Africa, where you quite get the Phoenix story from. As the Bennu rises from the ashes, so too does the temple. Renewed in purpose and guided by light of insight. I'm saying BC and AD. The Temple of New African Thought. We've done a lot of work over the years. And I won't get ahead of myself, but we've done a lot of work. And what I want to say is this. There's work we've done before COVID and after COVID. BC, before COVID, which I say many lessons were learned to a point where there had to be a break. Well, I was going to break. But that break was needed so that I can sit back and reflect and grow from that. Because the reality is, I'm fully charged again. With wiser, what's the song? I'm wiser. Come on. I'm stronger.
Better.
What is it?
Better.
So much better.
So much better.
So much better.
Come on.
So there's lessons that were learned from that time to now. The break allowed a lesson, some lessons to be learned. I'm going to pass my teaching philosophy because you're going to pick it up. I said we stand on the shoulders of giants. Through this message and future talks, I aim to expose you to the collective wisdom of these giants who have lived and continue to live through us. The Temple of New African Thought, aka TNAT, has grown. We too are rooted in the strength of our African-centered scripture-based teachings. And what I want to say about that is we grew out of an organization called the African Village and Culture Center. And one of the things that the tenets of the African Village and Culture Center was that we said we were a African-centered based ministry, scripture-based ministry of excellence. And one of the things is scripture could be anything that was important to us, essential to us. It could be just like I said, K-Love said, just like I said, but Mama Danu said, that type of thing. Anything can be used in scripture if it uplifts us. What's up, Brayden? How you doing? All right. So again, we're not locked in boxes. But I do want to talk about a thing today. We're not locked in boxes, but it's important that we have some. We're not locked in boxes, but it's important that we have some because some of us like to live free, so free that we don't have structure. We don't have foundation. We don't have order. In some kind of way in our minds, we try to find ways to justify our disorder, our emotional irresponsibility, our immaturity. Pardon me, I'm not always strength-based. Because I think sometimes we need all of it. We need to know that we need to grow up. We need to know that. Sure. And at this time that we find ourselves in, people can't say a damn thing to you. We need to know that we need to grow up. There's so much out here, I'm talking about in the psychological world, that makes us soft and unable to grow. I am saying we are the best therapists. Dr. Clark said we out the Pope. We out Muhammad, and I'm saying we out therapy the therapists. We have more language, psychobabble in today's time about strength-based self-care, narcissism. We all are clinicians. We all diagnosing everybody besides ourselves. And that is important that we begin to really reflect on ourselves. I'm sorry. It ain't always this soft approach. We have to learn that everything is not going to be easy, especially when you look like us. We have to learn. You don't have to. I'm sorry, I always say that. You don't have to, but if you want to develop yourself, if you want to grow, if you want to change, you have to be able to deal with some things. Because nobody's perfect. I say people are perfectly imperfect, so they are perfect in a sense. But the problem is we think that people are, I don't know what it is. But reality is the first time a person do a thing, Now so you mad at me now? So you mad at me? You thought I was gonna be perfect, huh? That's telling you something that you thought something greater about me that I can even carry out. I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about all of us. None of us are perfect, but the reality is when you start talking about people, when you're thinking that they're supposed to do this and they're not doing that, and I don't want to do this with them, you already, in your mind, you think they're supposed to be perfect. I'm not saying abusive people. But one thing I can do for myself is say this, and I'm going to speak about myself, is that I would never try to hurt you. Not intentionally. I might try to sting you to wake you up. And it's not always easy to sting people because you have to go through the emotions that they are frustrated with you because you stung them, but sometimes the best lessons are learned in the stings. You know the person left out of this room here or out of your counseling room upset at you. Because now you have to be comfortable enough to know that they're going to go home calling you all types of names, feeling all types of things, and you have to sit in that to know that you are aiding them in their development. Dr. Ray Hagan said something. He said that his mother, who was a priest,